Why the giraffe don't look like the lion? They don't hunt. It ain't got nothing to do with what you eat. You think the lion look the way it eat because of what it eat? You think the physique is what, like watch the lion. You think that physique is that because of what it eat? It's not. It's the hunt that make it look like that. It's the hunt, because every time it get up and it go out, it's gotta run. Every time it go out, it's gotta jump on my man and boom, bring my man to the ground. And I don't know if you watched it or not, but I promise you, whatever they catch, it ain't just letting them eat it. It's a fight going on, and every time it fight, it gets stronger. Every time it fight, it get more ferocious. Every time it fight, it becomes more of what it is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Salute, salute. Suspect 6 Sunday. Boxing recap the podcast, man. It's your boy Big Five, man. Atlanta next weekend. Get your tickets. We in the building for shit show. Big Baby took a L. They say Crawford looking human. Crawford lost. He got robbed. Israel got robbed. Let's talk about it.
You know, you influence everybody. Who was your influence?
A boxer named Sugar Ray Robinson.
What's good? What's good? What's good, man? I hope everybody is having them a great Sunday, fun day, man. Based on the timing of this show, man, I want to apologize to any of the other brothers that's live right now. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes or cut into anybody's time. I try to be as respectful as I can with others people content, and I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way, but I had to come in here a little early to do the show, so apologies to Trill Wheel if he's doing his Soul Man Sunday show right now, man. I want to send apologies to you, bro. I'm not trying to step on your toes or anything like that, or anybody else that's live right now. I don't know who's on a show right now, man, but I had to come in here a little early and do the show because I got some affairs to attend to, some business to take care of in a little minute. You know what I'm saying? But I had to come in here today and do a quick little show about last night and what transpired last night, man. One of the best cards we probably got in a while with in regards to boxing. So yeah. Let's see who we got up in here. We got OG Mr. Mont in the building. What's good with it, man? What's good, OG? Salute to you. Yeah, man. I it was a great night of boxing. Definitely had fun watching the fights. With that being said, we're gonna get right to it. I'm not gonna be on here long. I got some things to handle with the family, so we're gonna get right to it, man. Got to give a big shout out to Jose Venezuela, El Rayo. Um, Definitely got to eat crow because I did pick Pitbull Cruz to beat El Rayo, man. But El Rayo came out and he looked it spectacular, man. He boxed, he pivoted, he used his angles, he used his jab, he stuck to the game plan. He didn't get in an exchange with Pitbull Cruz. He didn't go blow for blow, toe to toe with Pitbull Cruz. He stuck to the game plan, man. He came out the victor and he was victorious, man. So gotta eat crow for that, man. Let's get it.
I'm so tired of being fat, but I keep on eating snacks.
So I also seen last night too, man. My boy Big Baby Jared Anderson took his first loss, man, in dramatic fashion. Dramatic fashion, Big Baby. Finally lost, man, and got knocked out, man. And a lot of people have, and the reason why I say finally is because a lot of people have been anticipating the downfall, and they have been anticipating Big Baby getting beat the fuck up. A lot of people don't like Big Baby, for obvious reasons. We know that he was one of Tyson Fury's sparring partner for the Deontay Wilder fight. He said some slick things about Deontay Wilder in the past. We're not gonna get into all of that, but if you know, you know. If you've been around and you're not a new person to this boxing space, you know what has transpired. So Big Baby did fight Martin Bacoli. If you don't know anything about Bacoli, you got to know some things about him last night. We knew what Martin Bacoli was. We've talked about Bacoli. We've covered him. Our fella does a great job giving insight and information and informing people about these foreign boxers. That's why he's a foreign correspondent. We've known Bacoli to be trouble for pretty much anybody who he has fought. But I thought Big Baby would be able to supersede that with his boxing skills and his athleticism. But man, I was extremely wrong in my take on the Jared Anderson Martin Bacoli fight, man. I got my brother R fella. He gonna live a long time because I literally just was speaking on him, man. What's going down with it, bro?
Yes, Mr. Texas Drip, what it do, what it do. Salute to the chat. Salute to the usual suspects, six as such. You know, dig. Yo, nervously excited for this meet and greet. You know what I mean? I can't believe it's just damn near a couple days away. You know what I mean? So most definitely looking forward to that. Uh, yeah, just got in from a bike ride. You know what I mean? Me and my son went on a bike ride. I can't believe how like my city, Hamilton. I mean, when I was growing up, this place was a shithole. There was nowhere to do these type of, you know what I mean, outdoor activities and whatnot. But they didn't changed up the landscape so much, and there's so much nice little parks and like areas where you could ride your bike, rollerblade, and whatnot. And for a black man too, it's like I'm blessed being over here in Canada in the sense where me and my son can ride freely without feeling no, you know what I mean, racist connotations and nothing like that. You know what I mean, everything feel like, you know what I mean, it's all gravy over here. So yeah, we just came in from a nice bike ride. It's hot as fuck over here too. It's yeah, I mean 90 plus degrees or whatnot. So we tried to get it in before it got too hot. But yeah, it's good that you started up the show. You know what I mean? Perfect timing.
All right. Salute to Tay Tay coming through, showing love. Y'all be sure to shop usual suspect 6.com. I'm definitely pulling up to the meeting group with my usual suspect drip on. You know what I'm saying? My title T's and the 503s. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. So y'all be sure to shop usual suspect 6 if you haven't done so already. But yeah, man. We spoke about this particular fight. Everybody was excited about the Big Baby Anderson and Bacoli, man, because this was uh a very, very challenging fight for Jared Anderson. We knew what to expect going into this fight. We knew that this was going to be tough, and it definitely superseded my expectations from what I saw because Jared Anderson could not prevail from the brute power, strength, the the forcefulness of Martin Bacoli, man. I mean, he just came in there, man, and he was just a juggernaut, bro. He was on some juggernaut shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I got my brother Ack Reacher, Harlem's very own, in the building. What's going down with it, Ack?
Oh, what's going down, champ, man? Salute to Steels, my brother. Been a while since I have been on the panel with him, but sometimes on the weekends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Hopefully we could do something when we at the meet and greet in Atlanta, because I'm gonna be off. I think my last day working is Tuesday. You know what I
Oh, you
mean?
taking a vacation, boy. You
Oh yeah, I ain't coming back till Monday.
you about to take full advantage of that. You taking you a week.
I ain't gonna lie. I need to rest anyway, man, because we've been getting hit over there at my job. You know what I mean, with
Right.
mad lumber trucks. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to letting my body like recuperate and stuff. They gonna have to make it without me. 503. I know that's gonna be hard because you know what I mean. I'm like
You
the
the
first
man.
ballot Hall of Fame over there.
Pound for
You know what I'm
pound, huh?
saying?
Yeah. my
They
my
go,
man.
and there's a new dude controlling the area, and he not really fully adjusted. Man, listen. Oh, well, but I told him, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna be there. I'll be there Monday and Tuesday, but Wednesday y'all on your own. But salute to everybody in the chat too, man. Shoot, what we talking about, man?
We finna get into some of these fights.
Only
I
one
really
I missed, I keep it a stack, is El Rayo and Pitbull, which I'm mad because that's the one that I really wanted to see. And I couldn't
yeah,
really
bro.
call. That's the only one. I know the results, but
Box that midget. Yeah,
basically that's what I seen when I watched the
yeah,
highlights. But I
yeah.
was real hyped about that fight. That was the fight I was real hyped about. But go ahead, bro.
Okay, salute to my boy Big Joe coming through showing love. Tay say she got her good doctor pocketbook. That's what's up, Tay. You always show love, man. Uh OG Mont say everything about Bacoli was heavy, especially his punches. Okay, man. I'm gonna slide to the foreign correspondent, man. This is his territory, man. We talked about this Friday, man. I think the only person that actually picked Bacoli was KG, and I think you was kind of halfway on the fence as well with this fight. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Um, I was expecting Jared to make Bacoli look like Kingsley eBay. I thought Anderson's fight IQ would ultimately win him the fight. I always knew Bacoli was a very, very dangerous opponent for him, and I knew this was going to be his biggest test that he could fail, and he ultimately did fail the test. I might have underrated Bacoli's boxing IQ. Bacoli was actually in there setting traps. Bacoli's actually a decent counterpuncher. He'll sit there and wait for you to unload to get his off. He'll sit there and rely on the sturdiness of his chin, albeit he won't get he gets hit, but I don't really see him get hit with twos and threes. He'll take the one and then slip and try to counter. And I got to put some respect on Bacoli's game for that. that he's able to do that. You you hit the nail right on the head, 503, when you alluded to Bacoli as similar to the Juggernaut, because he was doing Juggernaut type shit, eating punches, just going being able to come forward and just dominate, overwhelmed Jared Baby Anderson. But it wasn't just all brute physicality for Bacoli. We got to put some respect on his hand speed and his punch accuracy. Did you see the 4-punch combination? I think that was the first knockdown to put Jared Anderson down. That
Yeah.
wasn't just a guy with power just throwing his arms aimlessly. That
Mm-hmm.
was pinpoint punches. You know what I mean, to get your opponent down on his pockets. So this was an absolutely great win for Bacoli, to the point where I don't. There's probably a lot of people in the boxing world saying that Bacoli should be up next after that type of victory. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you, who do you want to see Bacoli fight next, man?
Well, I'll tell you who I really don't want to see him fight next, even though that it does somewhat make sense. But I saw Michael Hunter found himself up in the ring after the fight. We don't want to see that next, to be honest. You know what I mean? I think we was alluding to earlier, the fight to see between Bacoli would be Big Bang Zhang. That's a banger. Zhilei Zhang and Martin Bacoli is an absolute banger, and that should absolutely decide who's the heir apparent or who should get the real next title shot, undisputed title shot, whether it be Usyk or whether it be Tyson Fury. But great, spectacular win. I also was kind of skeptical about this being Bacoli's first fight in the U.S. And we know how that goes when it comes to foreigners, bro. The bright lights, you see all the big booty women. You know what I mean? You're impressed. You look around and everything overwhelms you and shit. You know what I mean? So y'all American, y'all don't see that because you're already in the box. But when you're outside the box looking in, a lot of this shit gets real overwhelming. You know what I mean? And it affects your performance in the ring. Bacoli didn't let that happen, bro. He acted like he was supposed to be there. And now he is. That's my take.
Good takes from my forward correspondent. Salute to my boy Demon Kennedy. He say Big Baby been trash. I've been saying that. He say Big Bang Zang. I got my boy B&B Boxing up in here. Anthony Bolton in here. My boy B&B Boxing say Bacoli has that old George Foreman power. Absolutely.
Facts.
What happened to Frankie Sanchez? I don't know what Frank Sanchez is at, man. The last time I seen Frank Sanchez, I think he was on Pro Box, if I'm not mistaken, man. And
No. Last time you say Frank Sanchez, didn't he take a L against Adji Caballero?
Adja Caballero, that was on Rider season. My bad. He wasn't
Yeah.
on Pro Box. He was in Saudi Arabia at the first initial Rider season. Yeah, so he lost as well too, man. And people gotta understand, bro. Turkey Al-Sheikh is he's restoring that old feeling in boxing where we having the best fight the best. And some of these fighters is gonna get bumped off, bro. We've been saying this for a long time. A lot of these dudes are gonna lose. A lot of these dudes are gonna not look as spectacular as they've been looking. We've seen what happened to Wilder. Frank Sanchez took a loss. Big Baby Miller took a loss. Big Baby Anderson took his first loss. You know, Philip Hergovich lost. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes is getting bumped off. Raymond Ford took his first loss. Like, when we've been asking for the best to fight the best, and we want to see these spectacular cards and these undercards, and we want to see these big boy events, man, and we getting that, but in the process of getting that, bro, dudes are gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? And hey, it comes with the territory. I'm gonna slide over to my brother Act Reacher. What you got on Big Baby Anderson and Martin Bacoli, champ?
First off, I want to salute both guys. Uh, Jared and especially Bacoli. Bacoli's from the Congo. Like what's my man name? That was the cruiserweight champ. Stills. What's his
Makabu,
name?
that's his.
Yeah, yeah.
Brothers, bro. They
Oh,
brothers.
they brothers. Oh yeah. That's how I figured that, man. I knew they said he had a brother in there. All right, yeah, I knew I remembered it. All right. So anyway, Bacoli, he did a lot of good things. You know what I mean? Every shot wasn't just hard. He mixed it up. You know what I mean? It was like a tap tap, and then there was something with power at the end of it. So I think it was hard for Jared Anderson to also read. Not only that, I'm not gonna say Jared Anderson couldn't do anything about it, but he was kind of rushing like more than normally I usually see him do, especially in that first knockdown. But the second knockdown, I thought he probably would have boxed a little bit more. Maybe from the outside looking in, excuse me, that's what I saw. But maybe it was the fact that Bacoli was a real big. He had the range, the reach, and size. Maybe that ultimately did Jared Big Baby Anderson in because at the end of the day, um, Jared Anderson isn't the biggest heavyweight compared to the dudes that we have now, like a Bacoli. Bacoli came in at like 285, damn near 300 pounds. So anything he hits you with, even if he ain't putting, extra oomph on the punch, that joint gonna hurt, man. And Jared Anderson, to me, he actually should have fought a Shakur Stevenson fight when it come to Bacol. I don't think that he thought in his mind that Martin Bacoli was going to be able to do anything like that to him. But it did end up happening. I thought after the first knockdown, the IQ would have kicked in strong enough for Jared Anderson because I still think that he's a better boxer overall, but he just underestimated, in my opinion, Bacoli. And I think him underestimating Bacoli, I think that helped Bacoli out in a major way. Like Steele said, he got a better boxing IQ than we really expected, and it showed. It definitely showed that he has a better IQ. Like I said, he would catch Jared Anderson when Jared Anderson would be pulling back. You're not supposed to pull straight back because the taller person can catch you with the straight punch. All they got to do is throw something straight. You taught that in the amateurs. So, and Jared Anderson got caught with a lot of stuff like that. Normally he could get away with it because the dudes he's fighting, they're not as big and as strong as Bacoli. But Bacoli, he capitalized on that. So much credit to Bacoli, and I agree with Steels again too that he should get something better after a win, upset win like that, when nobody picking you and stuff like that. I think he should at least get like maybe a title eliminator next, going to like a championship, fight type thing going on, situation going on, because that was a really good win. That can't be overlooked. Jared Anderson was really on a pedestal, and I know Jared could come back. I'm not gonna be one of those dudes trying to get at him and kick him while he's down. Even though he did get at
some other dudes when they was down. But I feel like he could come back. You know, he made a lot of mistakes, and you know, I'm looking forward to seeing him back in the ring. I don't think it's over for him. I don't know about that, and then another thing too, he got a new coach, so you know, there's a lot of things going on over there.
Definitely a lot of things going on over there. Yeah, I know everybody is gonna clown him and laugh at him and say, I'm only 23 and all, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, you know, we can crack our little jokes and talk our little shit and spill and all that. That's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes with the territory. The fans is gonna have something to say. We on social media, we on YouTube, we streaming. We you know, we got people in the chat talking. You know what I'm saying? All that is fine and dandy. But let's put something into perspective and put it in context, man. Nobody wanted to fight Bacoli, and Bacoli even said it. And I'm glad. Um, they interviewed him post fight. Did nobody want to fight Bacoli? Nobody in Europe wanted to fight this guy. The only person that answered that call was Jerry Big Baby Anderson. So in an attempt to slay Vermithor, you know what I'm saying? And that's the House of the Dragon reference. You know, Bacoli is like that big bad dragon that that don't nobody want no smoke with. So in an attempt to slay the big bad dragon, he failed. And I gotta give him credit. I gotta give him credit. Even in a losing effort, like bro went out on his shield. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts, 503. We look at let's quickly look at Danny Dubois, bro, and where he's at right now, and how beloved he is after uh, the great win that he had over Hergovich, the great win he had over Jarrell Big Baby Miller. We forget this man has 2 losses on his record. This man has a questionable heart, questionable desire, because we've seen him take the knee, bend the knee twice. 503. I'm not clowning Jared Anderson today or next week or anytime after that, bro, because he fell out on his shield. The referee had to stop the fight. This man didn't take no knee. This man wasn't trying to quit. This man wasn't trying to stop fighting, looking for Sugar Hill for yo, can you nah wink stop the fight. Nah. He went out on his shield, man. So he can definitely come back from this. We've seen Dubois do it. Anderson can do it too.
AJ as well. And look, man, I hear what you're saying, Demon. I'm not disagreeing with you. But let's be real, bro. A lot of people they don't like Big Baby because of the Wilder shit. And I get it, I understand. But once again, at 24 years old, I don't think Wilder was fighting these type of guys, bro. Let's just keep it a stack. And this ain't no disrespect or discredit to Wilder, because I think Wilder is one of the best heavyweights ever in boxing that we've ever had. But at 24 years old, who was Wilder fighting? Was he fighting a guy like Martin Bacoli? I don't think so, bro. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like he also alluded to the Devin Haney shit. A lot of people don't like Anderson because what he said about Devin Haney, what he said about Wilder, and so on and so forth. And you have your right to feel however you feel, bro. But I'm not going to discredit Anderson because nobody else answers the call for Bacoli. And if you really know your boxing, and see, this is why I'm blessed to be around a odd fella, a Ack, a Red, getting game from Stormy B Man in '78 and all of the OGs, KGs, and Stay Readies and all my family. Did nobody want to fight Bacoli, man? Did nobody want to fight him? Big Bang Zane, Dubois, none of these dudes wanted to fight Bacoli, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Bacoli is a problem. He's a problem. So salute to Martin Bacoli, man. Salute to Big Baby Anderson. I think Anderson will, get back in the gym, get back to work. He's motivated. He's got a daughter. He's got a family now. Um, and he's gonna have to learn from all of his old mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, he's gonna have to get in there with bigger guys. He's gonna have to be around more heavyweights. He's gonna have to fix his technical difficulties that he has in the ring with the pulling back, not using his defense, coming in with his hands down, looking to pull back, move his head back, his chin back. He's gonna have to fix some of those defaults that he has as a heavyweight. Can it be fixed? Can it be um polished back up? I think so, but he's gonna have to put the work in. Um, and it is what it is, man. But like I say, salute to Bacoli, salute to Big Baby. Um, we're gonna keep it pushing as well. I also want to talk about the other heavyweight fight that we was seen as well. The Big Baby Miller and Andy Ruiz fight. This fight was a little bit more slower pace. Some people say it was trash. Some people say um they don't want to see Big Baby Miller no more. They don't want to see Andy Ruiz. Um, my thing is this. We got to put this into perspective. Like, Jared. I mean, not Jared, but Gerald Miller, Big Baby Miller, was coming off being inactive for quite some time. He did have a fight with Daniel Dubois in December. Uh, lost a lot of weight. Lost like 40, 50 some pounds. Andy Ruiz has not fought in damn near 3 years since the King Kong Ortiz fight. So this fight was a little bit more slower pace. Andy Ruiz kind of gassed out towards the end of the fight, and Miller was able to secure some of those later rounds, but a lot of people felt like he didn't do enough, and they fought to a draw. Now, do I want to see Andy Ruiz fight again? I do. Do I want to see Big Baby Miller fight again? I do. Um, honestly speaking, I would love to see the battle of the big babies. I would love to see Big Baby Anderson versus Big Baby Miller. I would love to see, Andy Ruiz, get back in there. And people got to understand, like, what, like I say, and again, bro, Turk Al Sheik is restoring the feeling in boxing. So he's gonna he loves the heavyweight division. So he's gonna always keep these heavyweights around. If y'all have not paid attention, damn near every card he does, bro, has heavyweights on them. Every card, from the 5-on-5 to Rider season, every card Turk puts together, he has heavyweight boxing on it. So you're going to see heavyweights on his fight cards as he keeps evolving and growing in the sport of boxing. Um, was the fight boring? Was it slow pace? It wasn't that exciting. Yes, you know what I'm saying. But Andy Ruiz needed those rounds. Big Baby Miller needed those rounds, and I think they can build off everything that they've been putting down. So that's my take on it. OG Mont says he felt like Miller won. Demon says Miller put hands on that boy. They say Big Baby Miller was robbed. I'm gonna go to New York, man. Act, man. How did you feel about the Big Baby Miller Andy Ruiz fight? Do you feel like the Brooklyn boy did enough to win last night? What's your take on it, champ?
Man, nasty work. Nasty work, Five. Nasty work. I felt like Jerry, Jarrell Miller, sorry. Jarrell Miller definitely won that fight. Uh, I don't know what they saw over there. I don't know if there's a plot for Andy to actually fight somebody, but I seen Big Baby Miller getting majority of those rounds. I'm talking about backing him up, not letting him breathe, constantly, steadily staying on Andy Ruiz's helmet. Like Andy Ruiz had no time for breathing room. He didn't even have time to think, And I felt like even if we comparing the punch stats, Jarrell, he was landing a whole bunch of shots. You know what I mean? Andy Ruiz will land literally. He was a one-handed fighter in it. He was basically like, and then there was a point I felt like he wasn't even throwing at all. He turned he turned into what's my man from Mortal Kombat name with the metal arms, but before he got the metal arms, Jackson Briggs. Like he wasn't using his hands, bro. And I felt like Jarrell, you know what I mean? He was really taking it to him. Like he was setting the pace. He was backing Andy Ruiz up. He didn't give Andy Ruiz no time to breathe or think. And that was damn near the whole fight. He actually had a good gas tank. Like I could tell, like he took this fight serious. You know, I was just a little bit upset when I seen the decision went the other way, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that, Did now, Andy had a couple rounds here and there, but like I still feel like overall, like if we compare like analyzing the whole fight, I felt like uh Big Baby Miller, he definitely took that. But I could be biased. Maybe it's a New York thing. Maybe I could be biased, but I felt like he won. But you hear what the people are saying in the chat. But I ain't gonna keep harping on, saying it's a robbery and stuff like that. I'm gonna hear y'all takes. But I don't know. Did y'all see what I saw? Or am I going crazy?
Nah, I agree, man. I agree. I feel like Big Baby did enough to win. What you say, Art?
I mean, I guess he did enough to win, but it was just, to me, it was a absolutely sloppy performance on both sides, where it was so sloppy you couldn't see. Uh, I guess for the judges, it wasn't clear cut. It was so muddy. It was slop. Bunch of pigs rolling around. You know what I mean? The pig pen type shit.
Yo, you an idiot.
Real
Still,
though, man. This fight,
he
yo,
said it
after
was.
after watching a banger with precise punching like a Bacoli and Anderson, then have to watch that, bro. That was an arduous activity, bro, and it actually affected me throughout the rest of the card because
Fact.
I was falling asleep. I fell asleep through the whole Eminem shit. You know what I mean? I woke up to, Bud probably in round 3, nigga. I was in and out of that, so I can't even give you a full perspective on what I saw in the Bud card, the Bud fight, because of Andy Ruiz and motherfucking Big Baby Miller. But I agree to a certain extent that Miller probably should have got the nod, but I just don't. I don't care. I don't care that he got robbed in the sense that it, him getting him getting robbed is payback for the money, the bags that he fucked up in the yesteryear when he's supposed to, you know what I mean? When he's supposed to get at AJ in New York, he fucked up the bag then. He fucked up the bag when he popped what 3-4 times on different occasions with all type of PEDs in the system. You know, dig? And this is not, Danny Dubois wasn't his first fight back from the, because actually Miller's been somewhat active, but he hasn't been training hard in the gym, losing the weight. He had 2 other off the grid fights. I think one in Panama and one might have been in Venezuela. And he was 330 something pounds for those fights, fighting journeymen and tomato cans. Then he finally got the deal over in Saudi, and they put him in there with Dubois, and we saw what it was. So he's been relatively active, unlike Andrew Ruiz. Andrew Ruiz showed that because he said, "Yeah, I've been in the gym all this time for 2 years, but you haven't been putting in the road work because your stamina wasn't there at all." We've never seen an Andy Ruiz not be able to fight for 12 rounds. A lighter Jarrell Miller still looked like an old Jarrell Miller because there was no head movement. There was no precise jab. When he was in his prime, in his PED prime, albeit, he was throwing precise punches, combinations, overwhelming his opponents with the
Still
accumulation of
stupid.
shots.
Stills is stupid. He says PED prom. This is
Yeah, that's what I gotta keep it 100, bro. His PED prime, he was putting together his shots, and they weren't sloppy looking. This whole fight, Miller's offense was sloppy, and his defense was horrible. His defense was horrible. So I'm not looking forward to seeing any of these two guys back. If we have to, fine. But don't put them on the main card. And if you do put them on the main card, Big Turk, have them lower, like, you know what I mean, openers or something like that. Because putting them in the middle, putting them in, almost as a co-main, yeah, that sloppiness put me to sleep. But that's my take.
Yeah. Okay, man. We gonna keep it pushing. Um. Salute to my man's Andy Cruz and David Morrell. They got the wins. I know David Morrell didn't look too good in his return. In his new, position at 175 and whatnot. I want to ask you though, what's your take on Andy Cruz, man? I'm hearing a lot of criticism from the brothers about Andy Cruz. Um, he was able to get the stoppage over Antonio Moran. He made him quit. You know what I'm saying? How did you feel about that?
don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? It's like everybody else fighter that they really love. He got touched up a little bit. He got touched up a little bit, bro. Oh, it happens in boxing. I feel like people over exaggerate when it's a fighter that got decent defense and that's an all around good fighter. They just go, "Oh, he got hit too much. He got hit too much." Well, I like Boots, but he got hit too much. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it real. I felt like he got hit too much his last fight. You know what I mean? The same thing with Andy Cruz. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got hit a couple times, even wobbled slightly. But you know what happened? He came back, put the right computer code together, or like the old timers, the right floppy disk in the computer. And what ended up happening is he got the stoppage. He got it done. You know? Now going
Hmm.
forward, is there some things he gotta work on? Even the best fighters gotta work on things going forward. Like I said, somebody like Boots, who's at the top right now, as far as what I mean, up and coming and about to take over. He got things he gotta work on. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just one of those things where it's a learning curve. And I'm actually glad that happened to him. So he could go back in the dungeon with Bozy in them and get right. You know what I mean? You can always go back, look at your stuff, and see the things that you did wrong. So I didn't see
Right.
where he got the hard constructive criticism because when it's somebody like a Crawford, what I mean, who people don't really take to, or Andy, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Like they be so voiceive in their opinion. But when Boots was getting hit the last time against David, I've been sneezing. Wasn't nobody saying nothing like that. But
Yeah.
the real ones, because he was getting hit too much. So we just got to keep that same energy, with everybody. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Don't
right.
be talk about one particular fight because I really didn't hear nobody getting their boots for getting hit like that.
Yeah. I agree, bro. I agree. And I asked you about Andy Cruz because I know you didn't really watch the Pitbull Cruz fight, and that's what I wanted to I really wanted to ask you about that because I know you fuck with the Cubanos, man. You got that Cubano blood running in your veins. Yeah,
And
but
morale, can I just say morale real quick? And
go ahead, go
morale,
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
morale, this is one of those things that me and KG talked about on the phone. Bro, when you move up in weight, you can't be expecting people to be able to jump leaps and bounds and stuff like that. It's different when you fighting dudes closer to your size. So you
Mm-hmm.
can't expect much, at least in the first one. Matter of fact, 503, remember we was talking about it? Remember what we thought about Usyk when he moved up to heavyweight? Remember what we were
Mm-hmm.
saying in the first couple fights? And look where he at
Yeah.
now. All right, that's all I got.
Nah, I mean you absolutely 100% right, bro. I'm not arguing with you about that. Salute to my brother. Stay ready. Kano Loco say nah, act Andy trash. Salute, Kano. Hey, Kano, you know you saying all that about the Cubano brothers now. When your Puerto Rican brother get in there with Canelo and they get to saying, the Puerto Rican is trash, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take it, baby. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But I like the Cubans in boxing, man. They do a lot of good, you know what I'm saying, in boxing, from Andy Cruz's to the Morales and the Lauras, and you know what I'm saying? I like having that Cuban, that Cuban element in boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? They keep these boys on their toes. Um he say I can handle it, but you just so you know, Berlanga is beating Canelo. Okay. I got you, champ. I got you. We gonna see, man. I want him to be Canelo, and in actuality, I want him to be Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'll get Canelo the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So if he do take down Canelo, I won't be complaining. You can guarantee you that, my brother. Um. Okay, man. Let's talk about the Mexicans. We had El Rayo, Venezuela, Jose Venezuela, Pitbull Cruz, man. Um. I ate my crow earlier for picking Pitbull, man, but I gotta give credit to El Rayo. Uh, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute too, Demon. I gotta give my credit to El Rayo, man. El Rayo might have had the best boxing performance overall over everybody because everybody was picking this dude to lose. I don't know the betting odds, but I know he was an underdog in that fight. Um, And man, he boxed beautifully, man. Boxed beautifully, jab beautifully. Um, Footwork was on point. The pivots, the angles, the feints. Um, he just kept Isaac Cruz at bay all night long, bro. Um, and I know it was kind of hard for people to stay awoke after watching the Big Baby Miller fight. And then we go right back into the Jose Venezuela and Pitbull Cruz fight. That shit was action packed. Because one thing about Pitbull Cruz, he kept coming forward, man. But Jose Venezuela, he said it, bro. Like, look, man, this man he a one-dimensional fighter, man, and he exposed that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and say this right here, right now, man. Tank Davis might just got his new opponent. Yeah. Tank Davis just might got his new opponent. He might have just found them last night. Because I know people were saying, oh, it's going to be a rematch with Pitbull, Cruz, and Tank. Hey, man, Tank might have just got him one. And when I say that fight right there, El Rayo versus Tank would be a banger. That would be a fucking banger. Not gonna hold you. All fella, what you had on Jose Venezuela and Pitbull Cruz, man?
Yeah, man. I gotta eat my crow for that. I pick Cruz. I didn't pick Cruz to knock Rayo out. I I thought Cruz was gonna take him by decision, but Rayo literally fought the perfect fight. He fought the perfect fight, uh, at least for 10 or 11 out of the 12 rounds, and he deserves it. He stuck to the game plan, never wavered off of it. Um, Utilized the ring, kept kept Cruz at bay with his jab, with constant movement and pivoting. Cruz had was forced to reset all the time, but we got to give the effort. I have to put some respect on Cruz's name because I see a lot of Cruz is trash and whatnot. I don't think Cruz is trash, man. He was making the fight. He made this fight, interesting because he kept on coming forward with what I before the fight I was saying his pressure was educated because Cruz doesn't come in there and get easily hit. He has a nice high guard, moves his head as he's coming forward. So Rayo just showed uh, elite skill in how he handled a guy like Cruz. Because once again, to me, Cruz is not trash, and he's a guy that you have to have elite skill to be able to deal with him. So this was a perfect showcase for Rayo, and I think to put some respect on his name, people, because a lot of questions, of course, have been around Rayo after seeing him get knocked out by De Los Santos. I think
Yeah.
I think that loss is put behind him. You don't even have to avenge that loss no more after the boxing display he put on against I think a highly respected title holder in Isaac Cruz.
Right.
So good performance for Rayo, a good display of how to box and still keep fans entertained. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't on his bike, he wasn't running away. He was utilizing clean, effective boxing tactics, sticking to the strategy of his corner, and got the win. That's my take.
Man, perfect take, man. Perfect take. Let's see what y'all saying in this comment. Salute to my brother Cadillac Red. I seen you come through. Hold up, not everyone. LOL. I pick Rayo. Okay, you pick Rayo. That's what's up, man. Tank need to fight Devin, Nix, or Shakur. 12-0 easy. That's all Cruz can do is come forward. I put zero respect on Cruz. Cruz is one dimensional. The game plan to beat him has always been known. He won't beat anyone with a high IQ and boxing skills. Yeah, man. I agree, man. I just thought I just honestly, bro, this is what I thought. I thought I thought Pitbull Cruz was gonna bait Jose Venezuela into a all out Mexican slugfest. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, man. But I was wrong, bro. And I gotta give credit to Robert Garcia for sticking to the game plan. And El Rayo sticking to the game plan and executing the game plan. Game plan and execution is what we always speak on this channel, man. And when your coach put together that game plan, you got to stick to that game plan and you got to execute that game plan. And El Rayo did that, man. Beautiful, beautiful feet work. Like I say, the angles, the pivots, the sidestepping, the creeping out the back door, the jab. everything, man. And also too, man, El Rayo showed a better chin in that fight, man, because he got hit with some shit. He got hit with some uppercuts and shit, man, and he ate those motherfucking uppercuts, man. And he kept boxing. He didn't get into baited into a fight with this guy Pitbull Cruz. All right, man. Let's get to the bread and butter of this shit, man. Yeah, we could definitely see why
Five. I
Cruz
just
turned
want to
down the.
say, I just want to say, I
Go ahead.
agree with what your assessment. Even though I didn't pick because I wasn't sure. Like this was really one of them 50-50 type fights to me. But
Mhm.
I did ask the same questions that you had. Like, would he get baited into a brawl, an all-out Mexican, sock 'em, bock 'em, robot type of fight thing? So,
Mhm.
but I see they said from what everybody's telling me, he stayed disciplined and he outboxed Pitbull. So, credit to El Rayo.
Mhm.
I was like, I did slightly was thinking like he could do that, but I was scared that he was gonna get lowered into that. So I don't know. I kept changing my picks in my mind, but I never got to the pick. But it's good because I didn't watch it. I didn't get to watch that fight anyway. That was the only one I missed. So, but go ahead, bro. My bad.
All right. Now we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes of the deal. Why everybody came out and watched the fight and talked about it, man, was to see the return of Terrence Bud Crawford, usual suspects, number one pound for pound fighter. A lot of people have this guy number one pound for pound. He is the creme de la creme. We got to see him make his return debut after a year off of the Earl Spence fight. The Earl Spence and Bud Crawford thing has been a big story in the YouTube boxing space for a long time. Crawford did what he needed to do in that situation, came out victorious, moving up to another weight, taking down one of the champions, one of the tougher guys at the weight, stepped right into the smoke, didn't do no cherry picking and um politicking. He got right to it, man. And watching this fight last night, man, I gotta give credit to both fighters, man. I gotta give credit to Crawford for fighting this motherfucker head up for one, man. Stayed in the southpaw stance the whole night. Israel was coming over the top with the right hand. Crawford was, taking everything Israel had to give to him, man. It was a great fight, tough fight, close fight, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel like Crawford did enough to win. And the reason why I say that is because, man, he Crawford did not seem phased or bothered at any moment in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Israel came with his best shit, man, and it didn't phase him. It didn't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Israel did get off a lot of punches in the fight, man, but I still feel like Crawford did enough to win, man. But between the ring generalship, you know what I'm saying, the accurate punching from Crawford, I just feel like Crawford did enough to win. That's just me. Now I'm hearing a lot of people saying, "Oh, Crawford lost. They robbed Israel. Um, that's that. That's Triple G 2.0. That's Triple G's little brother, and Crawford better stay away from Canelo, and Crawford ain't ready. This and that." I'm just hearing all these people coming with all these different things about Crawford, man, and it's like, bro, Crawford is the number one pound for pound fighter, bro. He's doing things that we want all these boxers to do, man. They conquer a division, they move up in the weight, and they fighting the best guys who's available, and that's what he's doing, bro. Spence wasn't available, Fundora wasn't available, Charlo wasn't available, bro. So he fought the next available best guy at the weight, and he beat him. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was some resistance, man, but I just don't feel like Crawford was bothered. I don't see it, fam. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, I keep hearing people say bring up this Canelo shit. Look, let me tell y'all. Listen, Turk Al Sheik, right, has already sent the offer to Canelo. Okay, the offer has already been sent. If Canelo wins and beats Berlanga, he can accept that offer. But if not, guess what? it's always somebody else willing to step in. Turk Al-Sheikh has the guy willing to step in and take that fight. And y'all want to know who that guy is? It's Virgil Ortiz Jr. Okay? So stop acting like Canelo is the end all be all, bro. Cause he's not. Crawford legacy is solidified, stamped. First ballot Hall of Famer, bro. He's going to upstate New York with or without Canelo. He does not need Canelo, but does he want to fight Canelo? Absolutely. Who wouldn't? Everybody wants to fight Canelo, but he does not need him, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think in that fight, if he does fight Canelo, bro, you're going to see a different version of Terrence Crawford. You're going to see a different version of him. And if you haven't learned that by watching him destroy Sean Porter, by watching him destroy Earl Spence Jr., by watching him destroy every fighter at 140, going up to 147, destroying Jeff Horn. Yes, he looked human in this fight, bro, but that's okay. The man, once again, bro, the man was out the ring for a whole fucking year, and he stepped right in and fought Israel, who's been active, who's actually been fighting on the ride of seasons, and Turk has been keeping Eddie and Turk have been keeping Israel active. You see what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. I'm gonna get in these comment sections and read some of y'all comments, man. But I'm gonna go to Act Reacher, man. What's your take, Act, on the Crawford and Israel fight? How did you feel about it?
I haven't seen Terrence Crawford switch that quick in a while. He started right-handed at first. He stayed in the convention, then he switched to southpaw right away. I guess he was trying to take away the jab of Madrigal. Um, Another thing too that I noticed too, because Bud sacrificed that to take away his jab, that lined up the right hand. And yeah, Crawford got caught with it a couple times. Madrimov was getting caught with stuff too, though. He was getting caught more than me and more clean and flush. Um, Another interesting fact too, because me and Steele's like bringing up little stuff like this. Um, and I know people gonna be like, "Act only you." Going, Crawford didn't use the gloves he normally used. They said his
He had
gloves
the grants
malfunctioned.
on, yeah.
He had the grants on. That shit matters, bro. If you tell me, Act, yo, grants or MX Everlast, you already know I'm going with them MX Everlast if I could get them. You know what I'm saying? Like we trying to take you out. So that was a big thing to me, man. Like he didn't have them MX Everlast on. He had the Grant gloves on. He's not used to wearing those. So I mean, it still didn't have nothing to do. He still won the fight and stuff like that. But that was like to me personally, having fought and stuff like that, fighting and stuff, that shit matters, man. The type of gloves that you comfortable with. So even on that, Crawford, he's moving up in weight. Like I said, with David Morale's situation, he's moving up in weight. So he's not fully acclimated to the weight. I know he came out in 147 and just started dead and everything, but we got to understand that because of the fact that he is moving up and he's fighting dudes closer to his weight, it's not going to be how it was. And we don't know that. Maybe in the next fight or two, it can be like that again. He just got to get fully adjusted, acclimated to the weight. Shoot, I'm worried. I'm worried about Earl getting through his homework assignment. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm a little bit more worried about Earl at 54 than I am than I was worried about Bud because he's going through a whole coach change and he's coming off of that L last year. So I'm more worried about him mentally and physically in this fight. And it just hit a year. Crawford was outside the ring. When Earl come back, it's gonna be a year and some months. So I got more concerns about that.
Mm-hmm.
Crawford got through this, and let me tell you something. Madrimore is not whack. Everybody was saying, "Oh, he's a bum. He's a bum." Dude wasn't a bum, bro. Got a
Mm-hmm.
great amateur background. Like I hate when people do that, yo. And it be big channels doing that. Stop calling dudes bums and they got like a million fights. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a million fights in the amateurs. He only got a couple here, but he had a million fights in the amateurs. And he showed last night. Shoot, I may favor him. If Earl get through Fundora, shoot, make Madrimov and Fundora. Make Madrimov and Fundora. If Fundora don't get through it and Earl beat him. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, but he did a lot of good things. Like you said, he looped over the top with the right. He caught Crawford a few times. He also, towards the end of the fight, started getting backed up. And I like that 10th, I think maybe it was the 11th and 12th. I don't remember where Crawford like threw like a triple uppercut when he sat in the pocket with him. I think if Crawford would have started that a little bit earlier, he might have been able to get Madrimov out of it, or even a stoppage because his eyes started swelling up too. Crawford had that eye looking crazy, you know. So, I would like to see it. Um, um, Madrimov again. I think he could definitely come back. And shout out to Terrence Crawford. That was a good performance, and it was a good uh fight as far as for somebody to get acclimated to a weight class, just like I felt like with Morale.
Absolutely, man. And let me say this too, bro. Like Crawford Crawford is doing shit we we ask boxers to do, bro. We ask all our favorite fighters to do, bro. He's doing that. Betting on himself, did that. Taking down the boogeyman in boxing, which was Earl Spence Jr., he did that. Moving up in weight, fighting bigger fights, he did that. Being on big fight cards, being a part of history, did that. Like, yeah, do y'all not realize they made history last night in boxing? This was the best fucking card I've ever seen in my life. On my 30 plus years of living in the world. Never seen anything else like this, bro. Crawford is gonna go down in history because of this. And okay, so what? He didn't get the fucking knockout, man. See, boxing fans are so fickle, man. Cause as soon as somebody don't knock somebody down or hurt somebody or somebody get knocked the fuck out, y'all say, oh, he got exposed. Oh, he isn't that good, man. And oh, he better stay away from Canelo, man, because Canelo's gonna whoop his ass, man. And like, come on, bro. And like the homie in the chat saying last night looked bad. How? How did last night look bad, bro? Because Crawford didn't get a stoppage? Because Crawford took some punches and did what he needed to do to get the dub? Because he didn't hurt Israel, a dude that got a triple G type chin? How did last night look bad? Crawford did just beat the best fighter at 154, Felix. He did, bro. Israel would give Charlo a run for his money. He would give Fundora a run for his money. Tim Zoo, uh, any one of these dudes, Virgil, he probably beat half of them. See what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm finna come to our fella real quick. Joe Townsend says they are not boxing fans. 503, they are casual D riders because if knockouts was the measure of a boxer, then Wilder should have been bigger than Canelo. These are facts. Madrimov has a great hand control and feint game. Madrimov beat Spence most likely. Yeah, And like I just said, bro, he give all these dudes a run for their money, if not beat half of them, or not all of them, bro. And for the people saying Canelo will dog walk him on delusional, Canelo will box Crawford, which will allow him to open up and land nasty combos. I want to see it, man. I want to see it, Mr. Hugh. I want to see it. Cause if you listen, if y'all have been watching Canelo, even in his last fight with Munguia, bro, he struggled with Munguia. Even with Munguia getting hurt and dropped early in the 4th round, Munguia got up and stuck it to Canelo and was winning some of those rounds. Canelo have not been looking just like this fucking monster that y'all portray him to be, bro. He has not been looking that good, bro. He
Facts,
lost.
bro. I don't know
He
what you've been, and he just recently lost. It's not too long ago. He didn't lose to Bivol, Mister, whatever your name is.
So this is what I'm saying. He didn't look good. He didn't look that great against Munguia. Lost to Bivol. Didn't look good in the John Ryder fight. Let's not forget about it when he fought John Ryder, when he went to Mexico and fought John Ryder. Okay? I mean, really, his last really spectacular performance, if I'm just being honest, bro, was when he fought Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, bro. And that was what, 2-3 years ago when he did that? That was during COVID when he fought uh Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant. Something like that. I'm just saying. Don't get mad at me. I'm just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Look at Crawford in his last couple of fights at 47, what he done. 100% knockout ratio. Look at Canelo, what he's done at 168. I'm just saying. If we basing it off of recent performances, bro, Crawford has had the better recent performances. And Crawford has at 147, bro, he's beaten all top contenders, world champions, you know what I'm saying? Former world champions, beat a world champion last night. I'm just saying. Now, salute to my brother Nitty G. Demon says, I want Bud to go undefeated. Stay the fuck away from Canelo. If he goes to the cards, it's going to go. We don't know that, bro. We don't know that. We don't know if he fights Canelo, bro. What's going to happen in that fight? You know what I'm saying? I think Crawford has a skill set to beat Canelo. If it goes to the cards. I think he does. Especially if Canelo fights in spurts, bro. You can listen, man. If it's not one thing that I've not learned about Terence Crawford is this, bro. You cannot fight Terence Crawford in spurts. Because by the 3rd or 4th round, bro, he's going to figure you out. And he's going to time you. You cannot fight a dude like Crawford in spurts. Why do you think Canelo don't want to fight him? Why do you think a dude like Benavidez, he does not want to fight? Because Canelo wants to fight guys where he can fight in spurts. And he can control what they're doing. You can't control what Crawford does, bro. You can't control what Benavidez does, bro. You can't fight in spurts against dudes like that. But go ahead, Fella. What was your take on the Israel and Crawford fight, man?
I guess what you would say a different take due to the fact that I was looking under my eyelids for most of the contest, and one of my criticisms of what you call the greatest card you've ever seen is that it might have been too long. 503.
Right.
I think the greatest card that we've ever seen should have been uh, a maximum of 4 fights with that 20-minute musical performance, and that was it. But I think we got what 7 fights and the performance, um, and a couple fights that were lackluster which made it, for me personally, tiring. So I miss, you know what I mean, most of the main event. But this is what I anticipated already. You know what I mean? I said this was gonna be Crawford's toughest fight to date. Today we have people in the boxing world actually alleging that Madrimov got robbed. So what that tells me, while I was in my slumber, that this was a very close fight. What that tells me while I was in my slumber is that Bud Crawford had one of his toughest fights to date. Where when I saw the post fight interview, he had to put respect on Madrimov's name. Say, yeah, this ain't this is a big guy that I was dealing with. A big guy that has a great skill set. I think yesterday Madrimov solidified himself as a good to great fighter. Someone that was valid of being called the number one at 154 by being only a belt holder. I think he solidified his name as somebody that, once again, should be spoken with respect and not just the guy that was 10-1 now. In the dig? So once again, I knew this fight was going to be very tough for Bud Crawford, but I also believe that this fight was supposed to be preparation, because a lot of the things that Madrimov does, I think, can be translated to what he might see in the ring with Canelo. Maybe not the athleticism and the footwork, but definitely with the array of punches and the defensive head movement that Madrimov possesses as well is similar to Canelo. So I think this was great preparation over 12 rounds. A fast learning curve for getting him acclimated to the middleweights, the middleweight divisions, so to speak. A lot of people are critical on Bud, saying, yeah, he should have got that stoppage. And I understand that, because he's a lot of us viewers view him, of course, the usual suspect six view him as our number one pound for pound fighter. And when you have a number one pound for pound fighter, you expect more separation. You expect at a minimum a late stoppage. But on the other side of things, this could be a good thing that Bud had a close fight with Madrimov. This could be a great thing that he had a close fight and didn't stop in Madrimov in spectacular fashion, because this might be more palatable for Canelo once he gets through with Berlanga. This might be a little bit more interesting for Canelo to sign on that dotted line that Turk allegedly sent over to Canelo Promotions, because we all heard Canelo before complain about Benavidez being too big. Well, you can't complain about that when you're talking about the number one pound for pound fighter in Bud Crawford, who's not in your division, but he is officially a middleweight now. A light middleweight, albeit, but he's in your area codes. He's in your jurisdiction, Canelo. So this fight might be closer to happening after Bud's not so great performance last night. So I welcome it. and don't close the door on it like some of y'all be saying, nah, we don't want to see the Canelo fight. Canelo too big for. I want to see our pound for pound champ, because you know what? At the end of the day, I think he has the best. I think he has the best tools in his box to get the job done, to get rid of Canelo. Big Turk believes that. He's putting hundreds of millions of dollars behind Bud because he believes that he's the right man for the job to get Canelo out of here. There's a brewing war going on. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Big Turk don't really fuck with Canelo. Big Turk don't like Canelo. And he's actually co-promoting the UFC card on the same day in the same city as Canelo Berlanga. But he's promoting the UFC card that's at the Las Vegas Sphere. He quote unquote said Canelo's about to get 8. Let the fight happen, y'all. You know what I mean? Let the fight happen. This was a good thing that once again that ended off like that, but didn't have the spectacular performance that we expected. But I think that says a lot more to the skill set, the pedigree, and the substance that Israel Madrimov has. That's my take.
Yeah, let me read some of these comments, and I'm gonna come to my brother KG. You in the building, K? I just had to put you on mute real quick because I felt like you was driving and we could hear the wind blowing, and our fella was still cooking, brother. But I'm coming straight to you, bro. If you can hear me, um, let me see. Mike Diesel say we gotta keep it 100. Madrimov held his own, but he didn't look spectacular neither. He say he didn't look spectacular. Bud clearly won 8-4 rounds. He say, can we talk about Anderson? Good Lord, that man Martin had brutal strength. It was like watching Rocky 5 all over. Madrimov got robbed. It's laughable. She says, 5, Bud didn't hurt Madrimov in round 9 or 10. Can't remember. Yeah, I mean, Bud was landing some good shit in them later rounds, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Madrimov fighting is elite, and he was fighting with his feet too. Dude is incredibly skilled. Yeah, man, bro. We've been trying to tell y'all. We told y'all on the Beltway. We've been telling y'all, man, that this dude is square business, man. We've been saying that, man. Demon say I seen what Canelo did to Charlo, and to me, Charlo was better than Bud. Canelo hits hard than anybody Terrence fought. Well, I say this, man. Look,
You said Charlo is better than who? The Bud?
yeah, that's what he said.
You really is on Demon Time.
Listen, man. The greats bring different things out of the greats, man. And we won't know how good Canelo really is, bro, until he fights a Crawford or he fights a Benavidez. Yeah, how great really is Canelo? We have to ask that question, bro, because we have to pick and pull and beg and plead with this dude to fight the fights that we want him to fight. Look how long it took for him to fight Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Charlo had to go through the gauntlet at 154 for Canelo to finally fight a Charlo brother. And honestly, bro, he didn't even fight the Charlo we wanted to see. He fought Mel, the little brother. And this ain't no disrespect to Mel, but like we all know Mal was the guy you was supposed to fight. But it's not his fault that Mal wasn't in the right head space or in the right physical space to take the fight. But you should have fought those dudes years ago, bro. Before COVID even came. You should have fought those guys. You know what I'm saying? Now Crawford is going through the gauntlet. He's fighting all of the guys at 54. He fought Earl Spence. Like, this dude is like damn near pushing 40 years old, bro. You don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Benavidez, bro. So how great really is Canelo, bro? We don't know. Yeah, he did some great shit, but you got to put it into perspective, man. And that's all that I'm saying. And I agree wholeheartedly with all fella is saying. Like, I think Crawford has the skill set to give Canelo problems. I truly believe so. Now, if that fight happens, we shall see who's the greater pound for pound fighter. A lot of people is gonna say Canelo. A lot of people gonna say Crawford, and that's why the fight needs to happen. That's why he needs to fight Benavidez, take down the young Mexican monster. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I would look. I would rather see him fight Benavidez before Crawford because that guy's is around your size. He's in your weight class. So that's just me, man. KG, I'm gonna come to you, man. Break 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 down what you had on the Big Baby Anderson fight, and tell me how you felt about this Crawford shit, man.
Um, I was just over on Stormy B Man's call-in show, and we just broke down that whole Martin Piccoli and Big Baby Anderson situation. And 503, you got a phone call from me this morning too. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you pretty much you heard my thoughts on that. And Ack knows this too, because Ack has a guy in his gym that is probably the biggest dude in the gym, and he's not getting work from guys damn bigger than him. So that can spell out as being a con, you know what I'm saying, somewhere down the line. And what I'm saying is, Big Baby Anderson, uh, I had to call down to Texas and find out. I said, bro, the gyms that this kid is in, is he the biggest person in the gym? And in so many words, you know what I'm saying, my Texas brothers pretty much told me, yes, he's the biggest guy in the gyms that he damn trains in. And I said, that's what a con is. That's a con right there, because um, I can't be in the gym 5 and the only person I really work with is Oddfella and Ack Reacher. You know what I'm saying? These dudes,
Mm-hmm.
they're in 2 different weight classes, but they're nowhere near mine. You get what I'm saying? So me training with them, Ack and Oddfella, and matter of fact, even training with you, all 3 of y'all in 3 different weight classes, but not mine. It's cool that Ack is able to show me what a 122, you know what I'm saying, fighter can do and be slick and be slippery and be sliding. Our fella's showing me damn what 100 and damn 68, 175 pounder, 75 pound fighter can do. You know what I'm saying? Five's doing the same damn thing. I'm 250 pounds. That's cool that you guys are able to show me that type of stuff. But if I'm not doing any practical application against somebody my size or bigger, does it really work? Because like I said, it's cool to learn all that slickness from a smaller fighter, but if I'm not damn putting that work in against nobody where they can actually beat on me and I can actually damn make adjustments to try to see if this damn style works, or do I need to be in the gym around big motherfuckers? Big Baby Anderson needs to be in the gym around big motherfuckers. People that's going to actually beat on him, and not him be the biggest guy in the gym and he is just being flamboyant with it just for style points. He's looking good. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to daggone uh uh be up on my toes better than Act at my weight class. That don't do nothing for me if I can't keep a big motherfucker off of me. And he got in the ring with somebody that at a press conference smiled in his face, asked was he ready, and then the damn night of the weigh-in had a totally different look on his face. He didn't have nothing Jesus written on his daggone stomach, his shirt, no nothing. The man was ready to damn fight, and he came to fight the daggone night after that. And Big Baby Anderson tried to damn do the little cute shit that he's been doing with lesser opponents and got found out. And pretty much, Mon Bacoli's team probably went back and looked at the Charles Martin fight, seen how Charles Martin let him off the hook, and said, "No, what? I won't be, and I won't fall victim to that." So the man came out knowing that Bacoli is going to apply pressure. The kid never moved his feet. He was still there going trying to slip straight back. not getting his head off the line, trying to fight a big man, a man that's damn got you in 2-3 inches in height and maybe 40 pounds in weight. And you are not going to pick your hands up and defend yourself. You're trying to be slippery and slick like the smaller fighters that you've been training with. And like I said, all that stuff comes to the light. So he got found out. And he got found out the same way he did in the Jerry Force fight. Jerry had clocked his ass. And instead of him going on the defensive or looking to wrap up anything of that matter, he looks to get his immediate get back. That's why we see Bacoli look better as a boxer than I know him to really be for real, because he got Anderson got caught with a straight punch, and instead of looking to get your head off the line and damn distribute something back, the kid daggone threw all caution to the wind and said, "I'm trying to get my get back right now," and walked into the same punch again. So, like I said, that right there tells you that he hasn't faced adversity in the training camp. No training camps. A lot of these guys is being proven more and more that they're being surrounded by yes men. And Big Baby Anderson to me is no different. And then it don't make it no better. You going to the motherfucker that's all about party time, in my opinion, with Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill always wants to express the case that, oh, I can teach people how to have power. No, you can't. No, the fuck you can't. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it's party time. Even when he was in the back warming up, I didn't see anything that they were really doing that had significance to it. I was the only motherfucker on the goddamn usual suspect panel, I think, on that day that I said Bacoli was gonna win. I wanted Big Baby Anderson to win. I liked the kid, but I told you he lacked mental. And then in this case, I seen the more important con that he does not train with motherfuckers bigger than him. Nobody's beating on him. So, he's gonna have to damn dust himself off and come back, because this is a type of beating that does psychologically beat and break a kid of his damn of his ilk. Because we hear the questions that he answers to. If you wasn't a boxer, what would you be doing? That nigga said, I'd be pushing bricks in the daggone streets. That's an ignorant response. That's a silly response, but at the same time, it's still a stupid ass fucking response, because nigga, you still damn gonna just damn indict yourself and say, yeah, I'll be on the jam doing the shit on the curb there, gonna pushing, you know what I'm saying, bricks and shit. Tell me where that makes sense to say that out loud. So like I said, he's checking out more and more. You know what I'm saying? He could be done, or this motherfucker can daggone dust himself off and daggone see what the fuck he's really built on, coming back off of a loss like this. And we know there are memes, there's videos, this shit is gonna be rubbed in his face. So we're gonna find out if Big Baby is there gonna really you know what I'm saying, gonna come back to it, or if he was just a one and done based off of that. He still ain't made the big bag yet. So he's gonna have to gonna come back and get the big bag that he's trying to get so he can get up out of here. Cause he gets sent off by a Bacoli damn loss. Nigga, you weren't really meant to be here in the first place. And you said
Okay.
what you said about Bud?
Then how you feel about the Crawford shit, man? I'm seeing people saying Crawford ain't ready for Canelo. Israel got robbed. Crawford didn't look as impressive as everybody thought. What's your take?
Bud looked like Bud to me. Everybody was talking about this fight building up. Oh man, Bud better not be sleeping on him. Better not be sleeping on him. This motherfucker got power. Everybody overlooks daggone fucking the genius that is Bud. Bud is smart as shit. You know what I'm saying? This is his first fight at 54. Um, this is an actual damn real fucking opponent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking at his record. Oh, he only has 10 wins. They won't saying that shit about Dave Morrell. They said he was ready. They won't saying what the fuck. They won't saying that shit about damn Keyshawn Davis. They said he was ready. Everybody that has daggone 10 or less fights, they say Abdullah Mason is ready. So why is Magnadov not ready? Why is he not ready? That's what I'm trying to understand. And I've studied his last damn his previous fights, and this motherfucker looked different to me in the fight against Bud. He came in with a daggone great game plan. He came in and fought the best fight that I think he was going to fight. You know what I'm saying? and Bud was able to daggone fucking still box. They was look, everybody still, like I said, fans are fickle, bro. They're so hung up on what Bud did to Earl. That was that night. People got damn homework assignments after that point. The daggone, you know what I'm saying, how to figure out not to have that done to them. And Majanoff and his damn team came to the damn table with a great damn game plan. Damn good game plan. But it wasn't a good enough game plan to say he got robbed. No, nigga, you lost. You got outboxed by Bud. Bud daggone fucking showed me. Y'all was talking about the late rounds. Throughout the whole fight, every time Bud hit that motherfucker in the body, he wanted to hold on to Bud. This is a dog right here. Everything you seen in the commercial about Israel Magnadov is real. The way this motherfucker had to go through daggone. But at the same time, you touch a motherfucker in the body and start chipping away, you're going to take the man away from the man. And Bud was slowly chipping away at that man. Bud, every time Bud damn got into exchanges with him, Bud would damn gonna spin him out and he would touch him with something. And Magdalov was trying to fucking figure out not to get touched. And like I said, it wasn't hard punches on the spin out, but he was still getting caught with something every time. So now I got to make the adjustment not to daggone get this point sold every time. And Bud was selling points every time. He'll catch him, boop, catch him, boop. And then, like I said, when he touched his body, that's when you seen the daggone holding. So, like I said, Bud damn did exactly what Bud was supposed to do. He stayed fucking daggone mentally poised for 36 minutes. He did what he was supposed to do. People say,
Yep.
when are you gonna knock him out? Bud has said this from every fight that I've ever fucking daggone seen him daggone be asked that question. I don't go for the knockout, but if it does present itself, I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. The knockout never presented itself. It never presented itself, so Bud stayed the course. Bud did, like I said, Bud did exactly what Bud does. He's gonna fight you, he's gonna box you, and if he clips you and he hurts you, that nigga's gonna jump on you. You gonna damn see the cobra come out. But if he don't hurt you, he's gonna stay the course. So
Yep.
so all y'all fickle ass fans, y'all need to actually daggone, you know what I'm saying, look up the damn Queensberry rules on what boxing is. And stop damn saying, oh, they ain't knocked nobody out. Oh, he ain't ready for Canelo. How the fuck is he not ready for Canelo? And Magdalov is a damn more athletic version of Canelo. Canelo has bad knees. Everybody, oh, he has to deal with his problem. This nigga got to stand here and take it? No, Bud is not going to stand. When have you ever seen Bud stand in front of anybody that he didn't have dead to rights? If he didn't have you dead to rights, he's not just standing in front of you. Canelo needs you to stand in front of him. Like everybody said, I would rather him fight David Benavidez because I think he might have a better chance of winning that fight. He's not going to beat a Bud Crawford. The man is entirely too smart. He's not gonna look to knock Canelo out. He's gonna look to outbox Canelo, and if he clips Canelo, that's when we're gonna see him go for the kill. Bud is like I said, Bud is proven that from the first time I've ever seen him. I said, bro, this dude got a killer streak with him, but he's a boxer. He will box, and he's content doing it. That's some smart shit, Five. You got to be daggone mentally strong as fuck to stay the course for 36 minutes and not detour away from your plan because you see something else or your opponent is trying to drag something else out of you. Magdalov, daggone, like I said, great game plan, but he never dragged damn Bud to the point that he needed to change anything.
Yeah. Okay, man. Let's get into some hot boxing topics real quick, real slick. I'm gonna play some videos that I saw last night. We seen Shakur and Loma getting into it. We seen Devin Haney getting booed, and we're gonna end the show on that, man. Let's get to it real quick. I'm gonna pull up the Shakur and Loma one first.
Why you always fighting? Let's go right now. Let's go. Come on here. Let's go. Come on. You're bluffing.
All right, this Devin Haney getting booed. Okay, man. So let me say this real quick before I pass it to the brothers. The Shakur and Loma situation, that was cool. I do think that Shakur is trying to position himself to get the biggest fight available, whether that's a Cepeda, that's a Tank, that's a Lomachenko. He's positioning himself to get a big fight. And I'm not mad at Shakur for doing that because whatever he said to Lomachenko obviously worked. He got Lomachenko riled up. We seen the security guard standing in front of Lomachenko, and it was great for the cameras. Now with this Devin Haney situation, I don't like this one bit because for one, Devin Haney is from California. He's a California kid. I don't know why they were booing Devin Haney. I don't know. Is it because of the Ryan Garcia situation? I don't know what it is. It seems like Devin Haney is taking on the villain role. Um, I didn't see any Devin Haney any interviews from Devin Haney. I seen people recording him as he walked by. I don't think he spoke with any media at the fight last night. I'm gonna pass to you first. What was your take on the Shakur and Lomachenko situation, and how did you feel about Devin Haney being booed in his home state of California?
I was actually surprised that Lomachenko pulled up. First off, you know what I mean. When the news came about that negotiations were were canceled or weren't gonna be moving forward with the Tank fight because Lomachenko wasn't motivated, so to speak. Um, it seemed like we would. I was expecting Lomachenko to be in hiding. I mean, back in the Ukraine, doing things with his family. But he's in LA. He pulled up to LA. You know what I mean? I guess the Turk had him there and shit. And like you said, this was good for the cameras. But at the same time, Shakur's already, I believe, has a fight with Zepeda. That's been confirmed that it's under negotiation. And we also heard confirmation from Big Turk himself saying that that fight is being worked on next. Shakur and William Zepeda from Golden Boy Promotions. So hopefully this little back and forth between Shakur and Lomachenko might set up something in the future after the Zepeda fight, so to speak. You know what I mean? So definitely, like you said, once again, good for the cameras. The Devin Haney situation, him getting booed. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. It is, yeah, he's from California, but he's from NoCal. He's from the Bay Area. This was in LA. I think at an event like this, of course, there's going to be a lot of casual fans, a lot of young fans that might be on the side of Ryan Garcia. So maybe his fan base were the ones that were initiating the boos. It is kind of I wouldn't say discouraging, but you're holding yourself back a little bit when you choose not to speak with the boxing media. I know a lot of fans are wondering what's next for Devin Haney. There's reports of him getting back into the gym, pictures of him working out. But the fans really want to know what's the next step? Who's the next guy? Are you coming off a recess? None of these questions are being answered. But at the same time, it's nice to see that Devin Haney pulled up. I can't even criticize his drip, which I usually do. I mean, because some of the drip that Devin Haney be wearing be outrageous sometimes. But the young brother look, you know what I mean? The young brother looked dapper last night, you know what I mean? So I can't even hate on his drip. So it was good to see him that he, you know what I mean, look fresh faced and whatnot. Happy to be there, despite the boos from the casual Ryan Garcia fans and whatnot. So next step is, what we doing next, Devin? That's my take.
Yeah, let me say this too, man, because I know the brothers are saying, "Oh, he from Oakland, he from the Bay." Man, look, man, California is California. I get it, bro. The politics is different, man, but you know, people in California need to embrace this dude, man, just like they would embrace a Curry or a Brock Purdy or a Debo Samuels or you know what I'm saying, a Shaquille O'Neal, man. He need to get that California love, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like this shit. I'm gonna be. I didn't like Devin Haney getting booed, man. This I don't understand it. Um, I'm gonna come to you, Ack. What was your take on the Shakur and Loma back and forth, and how did you feel about Devin Haney getting booed in his home state of California?
Um, if you are on Twitter like I am, that's my main social media that I'm on. You will see it coming like that. Like I give Devin credit, man. He takes a lot of like flack from like fans when he posts. He could be posting something that don't have nothing to do with boxing, and somebody just just say something crazy. You know what I mean? Like don't forget this, and then they post the Ryan thing. So I kind of seen that coming. It doesn't really surprise me. Now, should they be booing Devin? No. Like Devin, Ryan shouldn't have cheated. You know what I mean? I know a lot of these boos is pertaining to the whole Ryan situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, did it look good? What happened in the fight for Dev? No, it didn't. You know what I mean? What happened, happened. You know what I mean? Then Ryan, the whole situation that happened. I don't want to keep harping on that. But that situation to me is the reason why a majority of the boos came. And you got to understand, Ryan is from California also. He's from like East LA or somewhere LA, something like that. So, Ryan got a fan base there too. This is why they grew up with each other in the amateurs. So stuff like that really don't surprise me. And there probably was a lot of Mexicans in the building because there was a few different Mexicans on this card, fighters on this card. So, it doesn't really surprise me that happened. Now, it was good to see Dev, though. Outside of that, it was good to see Dev outside. I remember me and KG talked about this on the phone, and KG, like a prophet, I guess you talked into existence because he came outside. He came outside. So, only thing I gotta say with Dev is, he looked like he put on some weight. I thought he been my son looking brolic, you know what I mean, over there. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was good to see him back in the public setting. You know what I mean? For good or for better or for worse. You know what I mean? It was good to definitely see Dev in the building. And what was the next question?
Shakur and Loma.
Oh man, he may have stole that fight right under Tank nose because of what happened.
Yeah.
Very, very, very smart. And Loma might actually think he can actually do something with Shakur. So he might take Shakur as less of a risk. You see, Core, what happens when you ain't trying to be nice and you keep the same energy with everybody? You know what I mean? Because remember, he was talking real nice to Lomachenko. Like, I would love to make a fight with you. I think you a great fighter and all of that. Yeah, that didn't work. So he had the mentality that you going to give me this fight voluntarily or involuntary manslaughter. So that's basically what happened.
Shakur Stevenson basically kicked down the door. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And that is a potential fight that can happen now. Now, Lomachenko, I don't know if he was there because of Big Turk. I don't know if he was there because of what's my man name, Madrimov. I don't know. He could have, because I could see them being cool or whatever. But I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's crazy how you was in negotiations with Tank and you pulled out, and now you ready to actually street fight Lomachenko. Come on, man. You supposed to be a church guy. Don't be talking about fighting outside of the ring. Come on, Loma. That ain't a good look. And you should be over there with the family like you said you was going to do. You know what I mean? You ain't give my man Tank the fight, but like I said, I'll take the Shakur fight. I'll take the Shakur fight, though. But that just
Yeah.
kind of goes to show me this, though, Five. I don't think that he believed that he could beat Tank. For him to be so adamant and so verbal, I ain't never. First of all, I never heard Lomachenko speak that much good English in my life. 503 up until last night. So that tell me that he's down to fight Shakur. I don't think he believed he could beat Tank.
Yeah.
You got to think about it, Five. Say that you had to jump out of house by fire, or the other door is a cliff. You know what I'm saying? You gotta exit. You gotta pick one, danger zone. He probably don't want to pick that pathway to the fire with Tank. He probably rather jump off the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep it real. It don't surprise me, and that he's gonna pick the lesser of the two evils in his mind. He probably look at it like I'd rather lose how I lost to Dev to Shakur than go out. No disrespect to Frank Martin, but go out like how Frank Martin did.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, it was a great night, man. Finally got a chance to see Devin Haney back out in the public, outside publicly. Not saying that he ain't been outside. It was a good thing. Got a chance to see Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, man, I'm not complaining neither way. I just wish that California would show Devin Haney more love, because he is the best thing out of California right now, in my personal opinion. And I know people are gonna say that these cities is different and stuff like that, but I just feel like my man should have got more love, bro. That's just my thing. KG, what's your take on Shakur and Loma, and how you feel about Devin Haney getting booed?
Shakur and Loma. I know a script when I see a script, because the act just said it. He said Loma don't talk that good of English like that. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was like they had to put people in between them, or they had to place people in between them. Because like I said, Shakur was Shakur. Shakur had his little smirk on his face, talking his shit like he usually do, but Loma was the one that was out of character. So I don't know, man. Maybe Loma is taking a page out of the Americans' books and say, hey, maybe if I talk some shit, I can get the fight that I want. I can get motivated. He was there to find motivation, yo. That's why he was there. He wanted to get motivated, and that's a good fight to make. Whether it was damn Shakur and Tank, Loma and Tank, fucking damn Tank and daggone Loma and Tank and fucking it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's a good fight all the way around. Either, you know what I'm saying, however you want to spin that situation. And was the pay to being a part of that equation, you know what I'm saying? Bro, 2 and 2 can fight each other, and damn, the winners fight each other. Have you know what I'm saying? Any combination of those damn fights. Dev being booed. A lot of the boos is coming from, and y'all know this. I don't know why y'all are in real denial about this. The boos are from after the Ryan fight. How he talked after the Ryan fight. He wasn't talking as a fighter. He was talking about getting legal teams involved and all this other stuff. That didn't sound fighter-like. So coming out of California, regardless of the part, that don't sound the damn toughest. That sounds kind of soft. You know what I'm saying? And for motherfuckers to damn have their own notions about the whole Ryan being dirty shit, saying, nigga, you complaining and all he had was this in the system. Some people say, you know what I'm saying, the shit was fucking, he was masking. Or the nigga just only had that little amount. And they're like, Dev, why you ain't just outbox the nigga when you could outbox him? So like I said, the booze can come from a different number of damn things. Nigga, regardless of Ryan being dirty, you was still able to outbox him and you could have beat him. And you talking about legal shit. Motherfuckers is damn mad because, like I said, all the way leading up to the fight, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was talking about the fight. And now you want to talk legal shit. So like I said, it's I'm becoming of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And you say you the face of boxing. Can't be the face of boxing and you ain't talking about fighting. You know what I'm saying? And then you decided to take a year off based off of the psychological and mental damn and financial damn disparity that you know what I'm saying, seem to come across. Like I said, again, that's not sounding, you know what I'm saying, of words of a fighter. So people hear that shit and say, man, get this nigga the fuck up out of here. So that's why you're getting the booze, damn Five. You're getting the booze because people like, all right, we understood the whole Ryan shit, but nigga, you didn't move like a fighter after that. And now that we see you out, our fella said, we ain't hear or see you talk to any media outlets, exchange any verbals with any other fighters that was there, like in or around your weight class or whatever damn catch weight that you wanted to choose to fight at. Like I said, it was nothing, like it wasn't a lot answered. And Axe said the nigga looked big. He did look big. His face looked chubby as shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it left a lot of shit unanswered. So when the camera goes on you and people are like, the fuck this nigga doing here? So yeah, they booing because like I said, they a lot of people feel slighted for real. You know what I'm saying? They feel slighted because you know what I'm saying. You the face. You supposed to be the face, and a lot of people say you the face. Then what is the face really doing? So that's where it comes from. Nobody's looking at his record and saying, oh, he's back undefeated again. It's just the fact that he wasn't talking as a fighter after the fight. You sounded like a, you know what I'm saying, a nigga on the legal team. Or the boss that everybody, you know what I'm saying, they say that you are. And I understand that, but nigga, be the fighter. Niggas want to hear the fighter. Fight fans that watch you fight don't want to hear the businessman. That's what I got.
All right. On that note, we gonna get up out of here. I got some moves to make. All fella, go and close us out, bro.
Indeed. Once again, smash that like button if you haven't smashed it already. Eventbrite.com, the LDBC Being Greet 2024. Get your tickets. Atlanta, usual suspects. We on our way. Y'all know what it is. Salute to the chat. Salute to the LDBC. Salute to 503 for continuing with the usual suspect Sundays. Dope Cook. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow for the bullshitting on the Beltway on Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. But y'all know what it is. Your favorite, your most hated off fella. Salute to the usual suspects, LDBC, and I'm Gizon.
Yes, sir. And we on that note, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Be sure to check us out tomorrow on the Beltway. And we'll be in Atlanta Thursday for the weekend. We gone. Peace.